Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Nebulous Fleet Command. So we're going to do something a little bit different, another skirmish here. We're going to try Task Force Oak, it's a heavy cruiser task force. And maybe the CPU will do, Task Force Birch, 3 light cruisers. We'll see if the heavy cruiser can take on the light cruiser. I suspect it will, although we are outnumbered by 3 to 2. We'll just do a simple annihilation game here. Give it a 30-minute limit. And what shall we do? Let's try Abyssal. And here we go, let's start. Alright, time for deployment. We have the Value Judgment and Moral Failing. That seems about right. Both those I am terrible at. I failed in Morals and Ethics class at the Academy, and I make lots of value judgments as well. Standard training, you know, in this Navy. Alright, took me a minute here. I gotta remember how to play this bloody game. Alright, let's form up. We'll put you
Falling in.
over theirs.
Standing by.
Alright, so now we gotta find the enemy. Are there any enemies in here? Out here, over yonder?
Understood.
Big
We're
open
on
area of space. I like the open sea. Just reminds me of my days on the open sea, of course. Naturally, I was there at the naval battle of Guadalcanal, of Bismarck Sea, Midway, Leyte Gulf, Battle of the Atlantic for every engagement, of course. Dogger Bank, Jutland. Of course, I know all the battles, naturally. I was there, because I saw them. Well, we have quite a few things on our ship. We got cannons and ammo and bullseye and whatnot. Thrusters and reactors and gyros. Didn't it say in the thingamadoodad with the stuff where we selected our fleet we had VLS launchers? I see no VLS launches on this puppy. Silly nonsense, all I see are guns. Guns. Lots of guns. Alright, turn and burn, boys. We should try this against a frigate fleet, a starter frigate fleet. That might be interesting. Something with guns versus missiles. See if we can win the eternal debate.
Moving out, Commander.
Alright, let's set a few waypoints, just go around here around the battle space. We must find them,
Commander.
find them,
Moving out.
chase them, and sink them. Oh, we have, yes, we are being targeted.
Standing by. No can do, Commander. That's out of...
Ready.
That's out of range. It's at
That's
like
out of range,
11,000 meters, 11,500 meters and
Receiving.
closing. You mean to tell me that's out of range? Nonsense! I could spit further than that.
No can do, Commander. That's out of our range.
Stop giving me excuses, sailor, and range it! Utter nonsense. Furthest torpedo shot in World War II, at least in the Pacific, was somewhere in the neighborhood of about 11 kilometers, if I recall, or it was 11 nautical miles. Doesn't matter, it was very far.
Initiating attack.
Standing by.
Whatever, just shoot at it. Shoot at it until it dies. Shoot it and make it go away.
Commander, the enemy has locked onto us.
Not within effective range, Commander. Not within effective range, Commander.
Moral failing, you are not only failing your morals, you are failing me. How dare you?
Receiving.
Alright, well, realistically, I guess I should focus fire on one at a time.
Standing by.
But I'm gonna kind of spread it out and see how we can do.
The enemy has engaged.
I have no idea how well armored these light cruisers are. Presumably they have some armor, but we'll see. We'll alternate between high explosive and armor piercing. See what does what. Well, it's landing hits. I like how the gun barrels are red hot from the sustained firing, which would be realistic in a way. You know, contrary to popular belief, space is not like freezing cold. If you were like expose yourself to space, you would not like insta-freeze like they see in a lot of movies, nor would you explode like a balloon.
We're on our way.
In reality, space, because it's a vacuum, is a really, really good insulator. And
Center traffic.
you know, people who have studied these types of things, you know, in real spacecraft as well, dealing with
Commander,
waste
a
heat
module was
is
destroyed.
a major, major problem
Component disabled,
in space.
Commander.
So yeah,
We're
like
ready, Commander.
back during the space shuttle, when we were operating the space shuttle, you notice in a lot of the pictures it has its cargo bay doors open because those are radiators on the insides of it. So it opens up its cargo bay doors to radiate out the waste heat.
Destroyed, Commander.
So there are numerous different methods for getting rid of waste heat. Otherwise, you can literally end up cooking the crew alive. But
Commander. Sorry, Commander. We can't do it.
value judgments here is making excuses like not being able to do this and that. Are the components knocked out and can't do this, Commander?
We've got internal damage. Aye, aye, Commander. Moving now.
Well, I'm getting slightly concerned for your safety
Destroyed a module.
value judgment. I'm going to move you. You are taking like all of the fire. Should we fire at a ship? Yes. Which one? Yes. Probably just like choose
Got
one.
internal damage.
It's the closest one. Oh yeah. Oh, we're within visual range of 3,200 meters.
Engaging target.
They destroyed a module.
All right, let's go to armor piercing here.
Receiving. Target acquired.
Let's focus on those bottom two, shall we? Alright, moral failing your
We've got internal damage.
shoot it! Shoot it with a gun! That's what the bullets are for, you twit!
Forming up.
Alright, let's form back up. Let's get on the other side of the moral failing there.
Commander, we lost the module. Firing now.
Okay, yeah, looks like,
Ready.
yeah, the armor piercing it's over penetrating, it's overmatching the targets there, it's going right through it. Well, I guess
Commander,
that's...
we lost a module.
Will you pipe down?
Commander.
Whoever is on this radio, you are causing panic. Silence your face! Fix your face, for God's sakes. Stop being so dramatic, of course. Well, when I was at the Battle of Trafalgar, we didn't shout at all. We just used flag signals and passed notes. And
Opponent destroyed, Commander.
yes, there was no panic whatsoever. This is the Royal Navy. I would know I was there. Of course, they called me Lord Nelson, Horatio Nelson. Yes. Well, actually, Commander, Lord Nelson was killed during the battle. Silence! Insolent sailor. I could be whoever I want to be. I was Lord Nelson in a previous life, fought at Trafalgar, hero and victor of the Battle of the Nile. I know all the tricks they throw at me. Silliness. Dare question my credentials? I come from a long line of Royal Navy men, of course.
Commander.
Nelson was one of them.
28 is targeted.
We didn't shout,
Panic, Commander.
didn't panic. We were oh so British, but there we fought. It was why the Royal Navy won. Have none of your dramatics. There, you see? Easy as that. You just get one of them to explode. Yes. England expects every man to do his job, of course. Isn't that what they all say? Your morale should be lifted every time you hear that. England expects every man to do his duty.
Engaging.
Same thing with the Japanese.
Receiving. Take them
Because
down.
they all admired Admiral Togo Heihachiro, and he trained partially in England. And every time, right, you know, every man will do his duty, every man will do his duty. It's like the catchphrase, right? And they raised the Z flag, the Z flag, right?
Standing by.
So every man will do his duty, blah, blah, blah. It's like the big catchphrase of like the Royal Navy and the Imperial Japanese Navy and all that, you know. They said it so much you'd think it'd become like cliche. Probably every time that was transmitted over the radio or through flag signals or whatever, you know, through dispatches or something, you know, probably the average sailors were like, oh my god, Admiral, give it a rest. How many times have we heard that? Just shut up. It's cliche now. It's old. It's boring. Ugh. Well, I'd say value judgment is taking some punishment. You are being judged, value judgment, and not in a good way.
Yes, Commander. Fire! Fire!
Yes, fire. Fire the guns. Which ones? All of them. Fire everything! Just fix stuff for God's sakes. Alright, we're fixing Mount 1. Good. Fix it harder.
Ready.
Let's go get a bloody move on. We only have 17 minutes left of this fracas. We must emerge victorious. Bring honor and glory to the Navy. The AI must have something out for value judgment. They are just concentrating on her.
We hear you, Commander.
I should certainly hope so, you hear me? You should hear everything.
Opponent lost.
Every order I give is sacred. So that means just do it. Do it. Do it! I'm here! Kill me! I'm here! Come on, do it now!
Opponent lost.
If it bleeds, we can kill it. Great, now I'm quoting from Predator.
Standing by.
Boy, yeah, I'd say we scratched up the paint job there.
Set your traffic.
Oh yeah, we're overmatching the target.
Firing on that target.
Going right through. But looks like we've hit its main, yeah, its engine housing, so... Nope. Thrusters are still working.
Open fire!
Again, I don't know how many times I have to tell you. Stop screaming.
Commander, module restored.
Well, good. I would hope so. Look at those. Looks like you got a bunch of little black zits, little acne all over the ship. You're gonna be covering up those holes and painting over them when we get back to port. Alright, let's just focus on that top one there. Track 1405. Shoot it. Okay, let's get that gun back online. Come on. Come on, chop chop. Don't want to die of old age before we win this battle. Gotta go home to the wife and kids, naturally. Let's go. Shoot it. Harder. Shoot as hard as you can. Alright, well, it doesn't seem to be firing back anymore, so let's switch to the bottom one. I think we may have disabled it, rendered it out of action. Gotten a firepower kill, or she might be DIW as well, dead in the water. So yes. Alright, yep. Switch to the bottom one and pound it. Alright, well, I figured out what the tab button does. It changes the amount of information displayed, so I can get some nice cinematic atmospheric shots here. Just like it should be. Some lovely heavy cruisers. Oh yeah. Launching life pods. I'm tempted to shoot the lifeboats, but that would just be ungentlemanly of me, wouldn't it? Yes. Conduct unbecoming an officer and a gentleman. Stay thy hand, fair prince. Who said I'm fair? To be or not to
Awaiting
be?
orders.
Not to be.
Can't do, Commander.
Don't want to hear any more excuses out of you. Just gonna call you Lieutenant Excuse.
Awaiting orders, Commander. Awaiting orders, Commander. They're gonna learn today. Firing on that target.
I guess it's interesting that all the guns in a particular turret do not fire at once. They seem to stagger their fire, which is also a real thing. Often there was a delay built into the firing of the guns, even when they did fire full salvos. Like, in a 3-gun turret, the guns would be staggered, so they would fire at different times. Like, there's a slight fraction of a second of a delay, and that was to avoid dispersion problems when you fired all the guns at once. If you fired all the guns at once, the resulting blast pressure from the guns, all firing at the exact same time next to each other when the shells exited the barrels, would cause greater dispersion because of the overpressure. So, in order to kind of lessen that dispersion, there's a slight delay built into the firing mechanism. So the guns would fire at slightly different times, but it's like tiny little fractions of a second, if I recall. Oh yeah. Going right through the Tajay. Just trying to memorize the little blue the yellow tracers are armor piercing me things. Yep. Going right through it. And the green are high explosives. Alright, battle's over in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, see how we did. We are victorious! Arcade Peace, Ruby of Adi, Wild Air. They are dead. Alright, naturally, we won. Beat the odds, won a great victory.